So, what's up? Look, I end up with a tattoo that looks like a dick in my arm.
Everybody loved it. When I posted that on Instagram, it got over
Did they see it
likes.
healed? Do you really think this is a good tattoo?
Yeah. So right now you're here based on bull and a lie.
You know, the only one here who's really lying is you.
If you're gonna come at me with an attitude, then go kick rocks.
Oh, yeah. I'm super grateful to have a chance to come back. I wonder who else is here.
Brandis, welcome back. Your artist was Mystical Mike.
Yes. Mystical Mike.
I could be on the top with my superior knowledge in biology. Would you be interested in doing a G clef with the muscular tissue exposed in the negative space?
That's actually really, really cool. I was pissed. The healing process was some of the worst pain that I've ever felt.
Oh, wow.
He used a liner needle instead of actually using a shading needle for pretty much the whole tattoo.
He only had one.
It looks like somebody stole your liner.
I only had one machine to work with.
That's insane.
Once it finally seemed like it was fully healed, it was blotchy, color was gone.
Oh,
It was
really?
just garbage.
Oh, man. That's never good. If you ever came across Mystical Mike again, would you confront him?
If I wouldn't get in trouble for it, I probably would punch him in the face.
My work cut out for me.
We don't want our canvases unhappy. So we have an artist standing by in the shop that's willing to work with you. Idea is all yours.
She doesn't know Mike's here?
You get to look at the design, and if you don't like it, you can walk.
I'd love a second chance.
We'll head into the shop and meet him.
How far can I push the limits? Who will get me to my limit?
I'm feeling very nervous right now, but I'm glad that Ink Master is actually giving me another tattoo after having to deal with Mystical Mike.
Oh, no way. Hola. How's it going?
Do you know how bad I want to punch you in the face right now?
What'd you get? Get yourself an add-on over there?
Obviously, you're
Got
the
it.
one that commented on my Instagram post saying that it was terrible.
It's apocryphal that you should let your body be adorned by someone else without consulting me first. It's disrespectful.
It's
I understand your body
disrespectful?
completely. I understand it's
Yeah,
your body
exactly.
completely.
It is my body, which means I can do whatever the hell I want with it.
That's totally true.
You destroyed my arm. It was blotchy, it was scarred, it didn't even heal after a month. Are you freaking kidding me?
You should be more patient when it comes to the creation process of art.
Patient?
Absolutely.
I had to get everything worked over.
That's hurtful to me. Like, where's the honesty that we had for you to be like, hey, I'd like to do some extra. Do you think we could do some
I
more stuff?
asked you, and you ignored me.
I didn't get the
messaged
message.
you multiple
I didn't
times.
get the message.
You
I
messaged
wish I
me
did.
back.
Guys,
Dave.
this doesn't seem to be going so great. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I know this is hard for you. Okay, listen. I do have another solution. There's another artist here who's willing to work with Mike, tag team style, to make sure that you get the tattoo that you want. And you can still say no.
I can't do it with him alone. You'd have to be crazy to think I'd even let him touch me again.
All right, buddy, come on in.
Oh, this guy.
Jimmy Litwalk, guys.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Much better.
Much better?
So Jimmy has agreed to work with Mike together to give you the tattoo that you want.
I promise you I will do everything in my power to make sure you walk out here extremely happy.
I trust you, just not you yet. But
It's cool. I respect that. I don't need any help. I'm obviously one of the best artists in the world.
Are we all good?
I think we're good.
All right, I'm gonna leave you guys to it.
Tag teaming a tattoo with Mike isn't the worst thing I could ever think of, but it definitely ranks right up there.
I want something to commemorate my wedding. The theme of it was lovebirds, and my favorite flower is a stargazer lily.
Kind of thinking of something like, you know, base the flowers on the bottom, then maybe the birds behind it.
There's a lot of Jimmy in there, but I'd like to get a little bit of me in there. Like something like this, I wouldn't feel too comfortable doing. The detail may not be appreciated visually in the totality of the piece.
You're talking English, man, but I
Sorry.
don't understand what you're saying. Like, if you're coming into it with doubt, that's not gonna give her any confidence.
Yeah, I feel a lot of doubt from her, and two, it's hard to build myself up
you
from.
should feel doubt from her. This is your redemption.
It's all I'm trying to do is make up for my past mistakes right now. Please, just give me that chance.
I'm trying to.
I apologize for not having a better vocabulary or a system of tools to better communicate with you right now. been waiting a long time for this moment. It gives me a chance to prove myself from all the inconsistencies and irrational behavior that I had, and just maybe there's a chance for me to redeem myself.
What's going on, gentlemen? All right, let's take a look at this design. Mike, do you want to present this to Brandis?
Okay, yes, I do. They're the two lovebirds to represent your marriage.
And that floating bow on top?
That would be the tying of the knot.
Wow, it's definitely more than what I was expecting.
Kind of a backhanded compliment. Didn't expect anything that great, but then again, she likes it. Jimmy, you have something you'd like to present?
I do.
Would you care to see what Jimmy came up with?
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Two similar takes on the same idea,
Yeah.
totally different schools. Do you have a favorite?
My honest gut feeling is Jimmy's. You can see how that looks like a complete circle versus floating.
Do you want to get this tattoo?
Not if Mike does the whole thing.
Well, this is a tag team design, so Mike will be tattooing you, but you also have Jimmy present and tattooing as well. Half and half.
I'm willing to give Mike a chance if Mike goes first and Jimmy follows up and finishes up.
I'm very grateful that you're gonna give me an opportunity.
All right, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Good luck.
I'm going to make sure it is the best tattoo experience of her life. I'm going to make her eat all those negative words she said about me.
Why did you line those leaves?
You didn't want a lot of leaves?
Is it in the color?
No, it's not. Some of art's biggest mistakes should be some of life's greatest accomplishments.
This girl doesn't want to hear the word mistake in her new tattoo.
You feel there's a difference between me and Jimmy's styles?
You were just going really slow. That doesn't mean go faster if you're not comfortable going faster.
Oh,
but-
no, I am. I was making sure it was more on your level of comfort, so it doesn't change the fact that I'm still a selfish prick, but...
I don't know, for a tattoo artist, I feel like you can't be selfish.
Oh, no, we are very selfish. What?
Tattoo artist back home that I've been working with is not in the least bit selfish.
Well, that's why I'm on Ink Master, and he's wherever the he is.
Stop for a second. Can we just stop for a second? He's stressing me out. I really can't have you here anymore.
Mike, his biggest problem is he can't communicate. He's combative. If he's learning anything today, I'm hoping he learns how to communicate.
We're creating an experiment of beautiful energy and chaos on your arm, and
This is not beautiful energy. This is negative. I gave you a chance, and then you made a mistake because you didn't follow directions.
I'm passionate and I love what I do, and it's becoming now more insulting to me to sit here and try to convince you otherwise.
You
and
always
it's
have something
because
to
I have
say.
something valuable and it's worth
It's
saying.
not
Because no one
valuable.
has the balls to say it. That's why I say it. People need to hear it.
Walk away and just be gone. Yep, better keep walking.
Unbelievable, man. She's not letting me finish my piece, and now I have to come here and redeem myself because she has no respect for me? Oh.
You really wouldn't be open for him to doing anything left on this?
It's still my arm, you know.
What if I left something that's non-able? Everyone maybe deserves a second chance. Here's your third one. Don't up.
Just hold on one sec. Been thinking if you would be willing to finish the tattoo and do the sky, then I would be willing to let you do it. This way, we can each have our closure.
It's very generous of you. Finally, you let me come in to finish you off in the last 15 minutes. If it lets her sleep at night by letting me do the sky, I hope she does. Alrighty, we're all done. We'll take a look.
Yep. All right. It's nice to not be disappointed.
How's it going?
Good.
Wow. Are you happy with the outcome?
Very happy. I love my tattoo. I love everything about it. Let's go, Mike. I definitely don't want to ever see you again, but Jimmy, I would love to get tattooed from you again.
The most important thing is that you love your tattoo. That's all I cared about coming back here for. I'm just happy that Brandis is happy and I don't ever have to see her again. I don't need redemption. I'm a great tattoo artist. Thanks, Jimmy, very much.
All in all, when I look at this tattoo, I'm happy with it. But there is no way that I would work anything artistically with Mike again.
Another happy customer, finally. Brandis redeemed. What do you think about that, huh? Didn't see that coming.
Inkmaster helped build my name, so now I have a reputation to maintain. If there's a client that didn't like something that I did, I have to make it right.
Can't leave people just out of sorts.
Stephanie, your artist was Sebastian.
Yeah.
Well, that brings us to this week's elimination tattoo, cover-ups.
You got an idea what you want to get?
A large beach scene, like the sand and the ocean.
Is that right?
That is right.
You better not get it.
Sebastian?
I have no idea what on a realistic beach could cover a solid black sun.
I don't know what this thing's gonna look like in 10 years.
It's gonna end up touched up.
We're looking for longevity. I can't give you a win if your tattoo won't be around to be judged in 10 years.
You're here because you're not happy.
Yeah. Initially, the colors look really pretty.
Yeah.
So a lot of people will come and be like, wow, that's really nice. And then it's always the, what is that? And I'm like, oh, it's a beach. And they're like, what? Is that a bush? Honestly, like, it is embarrassing.
What does your husband think of it?
When I first came home, he's kind of like, wait, what is that?
You don't have to see it every day.
Well,
He does.
Exactly.
I feel worse for him than for you. How does the tattoo look now?
The tribal sun, you can still see it.
Through the bush?
Through the bush. So it wasn't really even a successful cover-up.
You know I have Sebastian here in the shop.
Right.
I'm giving you the opportunity
Okay.
to talk to him, confront him, squash whatever you have with him, and possibly get this thing fixed.
He's like a cocky guy, you know, so I don't know like how open he is to hearing like that I'm not happy, but I definitely want to tell him.
You talk to him about reworking this thing, you can get it or you can walk away. Everything is up to you. Cool with that?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, why don't you head into the shop?
Okay, great.
The thought of having to wear this tattoo forever is really just not even an option. I really would just want to kind of call him out in a sense of, you are a better artist than this, so I don't understand why the tattoo I have doesn't match what you are supposedly capable of doing.
Oh my goodness. What on earth?
You remember it, right?
Yeah.
and-
I remember the level of difficulty.
But at the same time, I kind of feel like it could have been executed better. I think you were trying to play it safe. Would you want a mediocre tattoo?
What you have isn't mediocre.
I feel that you should have given me some better suggestions, or even telling me like, okay, listen, photorealism's not gonna work because you need an outline.
It did work.
You can see the sun coming through.
Let me see.
In the bush,
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Now I see, being that it's done what it's done, I can go more on there. I can save you. Come on, man, I gotta show off.
so do you think that you can eliminate the bush? That's where I'm like torn, because I don't want to stay with something that I don't like and then just keep digging that hole deeper and deeper.
I am so nervous right now that he has to cover up a cover-up of a cover-up.
Okay, if there was nothing there, what would you want?
I don't know what's going to be effectively able to
It doesn't matter what's effectively able. That's my job.
Okay, that's fair.
So what do you want?
Okay, so basically, there's certain flowers that I'm cool with. Peacock, owls. I mean, even if it's a combination of peacocks and flowers, I just want to have a tattoo that I'm happy with, that I love. I am very nervous, though.
No, you should be.
Cover-ups are by far tougher than a regular tattoo. Initially, it was a cover-up challenge anyway. So I'm gonna earn my redemption the way it should be earned. I'm gonna do what I set out to do the first time, and I'm gonna do it right this time.
Sebastian, come on down here. So what did you end up doing for Stephanie with the design?
A complete cover-up.
A complete cover-up. Have you ever completely covered up a piece of work that you've done before that was already a cover-up? This is the third time.
You know, no, I actually haven't done that
That's
before.
crazy, right? It's the first time for you, and you nervous? How do you feel
I am.
about
I'm
this?
still a little nervous because I don't want it to be worse than what it looks like now.
I don't know if that's possible.
Well, I was gonna say it can only go up from here.
Yeah.
But I am nervous.
All right, Sebastian, ready to present this design?
Yes, sir.
Stephanie, are you ready to check it out?
I am ready. Yeah.
All right, buddy, let's take a look at this.
This the rough colors. I didn't sit down and Sharpie paint everything in, but
Wow. Tell me how this is gonna cover up the existing tattoo.
the bush at the bottom is about yay wide. When I run this blue through there, that dark blue is going to bury that green. There's no way that green's gonna be able to push through that dark blue.
I'm surprised.
Why are you surprised? You know he's a great artist.
but a lot of your work that I've seen can be like not so peacock flowery.
All right, redemption on the line for Sebastian and for yourself, frankly.
Yeah.
Do you want to get this today?
I do want to get that.
That's what I like to
yes,
hear.
Yes, I do. I think it came out beautiful.
Ready to bang this out?
Oh, yeah.
All right, buddy, let's do it.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
good luck,
Thank
Steph.
you.
Congratulations,
Thank you, Dave.
good luck.
Okay.
It's big, it's a lot of coverage, and I'm not convinced yet that that's gonna cover up that bush. That bush is really, really dark. I could be wrong, so let's see what happens.
Holy
What if it's
I think
perfectly?
I got a winner.
Well, don't like make it fit. Like
No,
make
I
sure
don't.
it actually does fit.
You can't make it fit if it doesn't, you know?
I know, I just don't want to have to do it 3 times.
It really is beautiful. But like, I'm also second guessing everything. Should I look at the stencil first before you?
Nah, no.
I mean, I'm gonna look at it.
Of course.
Okay. When he showed me the beach scene, at that time, I was like, woohoo! So, fingers crossed.
Now I can let you look at the stencil.
Okay. So wait. This here, this is just gonna be the shape of the shading?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Trust me.
Very nice, okay.
We'll be starting now. Was that horrible?
I think it's definitely maybe more painful than childbirth.
Now,
All right.
hop up. Take a look.
Oh, I'm so excited. Hold on. Oh my goodness. I can't even. Oh, yay! It's fun. Oh, yay! It's so exciting.
Let's talk about some cover-ups. Guys, come on down. Let me take a look at this thing. Wow. You can't see it at all.
You wouldn't even know that there was something under what's here.
2 times.
And
because
then something under that.
this is a double cover-up. Ultimately, redemption for Sebastian?
Absolutely. I'm so happy and
I'm
proud.
happy to hear that because you do not want to cover that up.
No. No.
It's really cool that she's that excited. I mean, because that's what I strive for. I think that's redemption.
I'm
Stephanie,
done.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Sebastian, well done, buddy.
Thanks so much.
Congratulations. All right, guys, take care.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Dan, welcome back.
Glad to be back.
So your artist was Kyle.
A luchador mask, is it fine that we have like the half mask?
Yeah, no, I don't think that's gonna work.
I have to get Day of the Dead in here somehow too. This isn't gonna win this challenge.
I want to walk out of here with something that, you know, I'm gonna want to show off to everybody.
I want
Or you with my
$100,000.
designs.
He doesn't give a about my standing inside this competition.
Unless you're sharing 100 grand, I got to make sure this is something I want.
What happened with Kyle?
We butted heads right off the start. I made a comment about how if he split his 100 grand with me, I'd let him tattoo whatever he wanted. But until then, I'm the one that had to have this thing on my skin forever.
Sure.
I wanted something that I wanted. And that's kind of where everything went downhill from that point.
That way went downhill from that comment?
Yeah.
I don't find that to be an insulting comment. My memory of the tattoo is that it came out pretty good.
Oh, it looked phenomenal when it was done.
So why are you here today?
He was busting my balls about the whole concept to begin with. We compromised, and then when all was said and done, all that detail that he was so worried about getting into the tattoo completely washed out and turned gray.
But it also sounds like you have some personal issues with Kyle.
The attitude, the cockiness, the arrogance, and like he just wouldn't work with me on it.
Well, Dan, as you know, Kyle is here. He's in the shop right now. And what we'd like to offer you is an opportunity to go talk to Kyle, maybe square whatever issues you guys have. And if that goes good, look into getting this tattoo fixed up.
It really depends on how this conversation goes.
I'm curious to see how that goes, too. Why don't you head in the shop?
All right. I think when Kyle sees me, he's either gonna walk away, call me an asshole, or want to punch me in the face. Who knows? He's already proven 100 times that he's got a short fuse. Let's see if he's changed. Mr. Dunbar, you know why I'm here, right?
I figure that you're just a cheap mother.
This is exactly what I knew was gonna happen.
So why the are you here? You like cameras that much?
No, because I'm here to put you in your place.
You want to be a dick?
I'm sorry. Did you apologize for causing me a $100,000 loss,
First
you
off,
son
I
of a
didn't
bitch?
you a loss. I didn't cause you a
You
loss.
sat here and told me that if I didn't share my $100,000 with you, there was no way I was going to do a tattoo.
Because
when
you know
they
what?
judged that tattoo, they said it doesn't fit the challenge. God damn it, that was my day. Blackie raised the that I do. You me. I owe you nothing. I can't get redemption tattooing you, you.
I compromised with you, and you still gave me something that wasn't
compromised?
happening.
You
What'd
expected
say?
$50,000 so that you could get a tattoo? You.
First off, get the out of my face.
I ain't going nowhere, 'cause
right?
this is my
You
shop.
need to-
Kyle ain't gotta do I'm a goddamn artist. Do what the I want. Go ahead, go. Get out of here, you curtain jerker.
Good luck with everything and that attitude of yours. Maybe someday you'll learn to swallow that pride. Suck my
All right, my day's done.
I've had many a sleepless night thinking of that day when I was trying to work with him. It's not time for me to try and compromise anymore. I don't know if my son will be proud of me, but he'll still learn what his dad expects him to do in a situation that someone's trying to use him, abuse him, push him around, stand up to him, kick him in their weak-ass knees, call him a curtain jerker.
How you gonna cost me $100,000, little bitch mother?
Camilla, good to see you again. Your artist was Julia.
Yes.
Today, you must tattoo an animal.
We got this.
It's coming out great.
You don't have any areas of soft, smooth gray. You don't give it that realistic look because it's incredibly dark.
I know how my gray wash is, and I know how it's going to lighten up.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
How long
what
have
do
you
you
been
mean?
tattooing?
5 years.
So you have no idea what your heel tattoo is going to look like in 10 or 12 years.
I asked for a portrait of an elephant,
Okay.
and I ended up getting an uncircumcised dick with one ball.
And you didn't want that?
No.
What don't you like?
Right now, how it heals is just smoke. It has no strong lines. There's no eye. I voted my tattoo as one of the worst tattoos.
You did.
The placement is so off because that when you turn your forearm, like
I
your
just have a
arm
big
isn't
ear.
like this all the time, and when you turn it, there's just a big ear.
It only looks right from one point of view. That's the reason why I think she should be in the bottom. She knew what she was doing. She just didn't care. You know, she just wanted to do the challenge and forget about it.
You know that I have Julia here in the shop.
Do you see me? You see me right now? Does it look like I give a
I have to
Does it look like I give a
Do you want to go have a chat with her?
Yes.
Head on into the shop.
It upsets me because you think about the whole experience and you want to be proud of it, but I don't even talk about it. I just wish it never happened.
Just look at it. Clearly,
Yeah, and I don't have to deal with you.
shows in your tattoo that you don't give a.
It shows in your face that you're just a douchebag. Hi.
So, what's up? Look, I end up with a tattoo that looks like a dick in my arm.
Everybody loved it. When I posted that on Instagram, I got over
Did they see a
500
heel?
likes.
Do you really think this is a good tattoo?
Yeah. So right now you're here based on bull and a lie.
You know, the only one here who's really lying is you.
If you're gonna come at me with an attitude, then go kick rocks.
Julia, you're a fake ass bitch. And
Who are you? Oh, the candy ass.
Yeah, the candy ass.
Yes, it smelled like diarrhea the whole time.
Oh, God.
Look for your breath and your stink ass bull. You had no experience tattooing a dark skinned woman, now did you? No.
Actually, and I
Oh,
tattoo
shit.
dark skinned people all day.
Right, which is why my
Is
tattoo
this
looks
all this
like
bunch of attitude?
why
You can all kick
overworked
rocks.
my skin and left
You
sores
can all
on my
kick
ass.
rocks.
No one else here seems happy with the that you presented them with either. Are you happy?
Absolutely not.
Were you happy?
No, absolutely not.
This
Why
one,
are you
I don't even
attacking
care.
all of us?
This
What
one
happened to
hit
that
me up
voice?
get
What
my
happened to that?
attention.
Oh my God, you know, everything's gonna be
Yeah,
okay.
my voice is good till you come and with me.
What happened to that?
You guys, hold up. Hold up. What's going on?
Well, you know, get up tattoos. It's not just one of us. What, 3 of us here?
The fact that I'm here, it's because I think you can do a good job, even though you up the job you did.
I would love to
And I walked in and you were screaming
well,
at me. Even her little squinky voice changed now. She speaks normal, apparently.
I get in mom mode when people piss me off, and then I get the mom
Guys,
voice.
let's stay at the issue at hand.
Sorry, I don't like seeing people unhappy, but I also don't like being attacked. You know what I mean? At least give me a hello first. We'll work it out. If you confront me with attitude, I'm gonna give you attitude back. I came here to make things right, so whoever wants to make it right, I'm down.
Let's start over. Julia's saying she's willing to make it right. Who here is willing to work with Julia?
Not after she yelled at me for no reason.
So you're done?
Mhm.
100% done?
100% done. Good luck, guys.
All right.
My name's Frank McManus. I was on season 3 of Ink Master. I'm here to prove myself to other tattooers that think I suck just because I'm a young kid in this industry.
Execution-wise with the single needle, keeping it thin and going a little lighter would have went a long way with this tattoo.
Frank, You do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
I think they made the wrong call.
Getting kicked off the show so quickly made me realize that I became too comfortable. So I moved from Pennsylvania to San Francisco to challenge myself to grow as a person and an artist. I want this redemption because it's a second chance to prove who I am and what I can do. I'm ready for this time. Feels weird to be back. I'm excited, though. I'm excited to make this happen.
Fred, welcome back to Ink Master. And you brought your girlfriend, Darlene.
Yes.
Your artist was Frank McManus.
Yes.
My canvas wants a realistic baboon. It's a badass-looking design.
What do you think about this baboon thing? You can't even read what it is. I mean, this outline is chaotic. This is a rough one, man. The detail just does not translate. If you just saw the tongue, you're not gonna know that's a tongue. It's like a ball sack.
When he first finished the tattoo, I thought it was okay. After I got home, it just scabbed up, it was horrible. And you yourself said, why did you put the chin where his nipple is? There's a nipple growing out of the baboon's chin.
That's not how they look in the wild.
No, they don't. The tongue is the worst. I didn't really notice it until it was one of you guys said it. Said the tongue looks like a nutsack.
And that's what he
said.
said.
And then I looked at it, I was like, wow, it does. That's not good at all.
Darlene, what do you think of the tattoo?
I think that it's ugly now.
Did you think it was ugly then?
Well, it was vibrant when it first got done, but as it healed, it was unrecognizable.
Are you gonna make sure this doesn't happen again?
I'm gonna try.
All right, Fred, I got Frank McManus in the shop. I want you and Darlene to head in there and let him know what you think. You guys down for that?
Yeah.
All right, I'm counting on you, too.
Thank you.
Hold down the fort. Head on in, guys.
I'm embarrassed of this tattoo. Nobody ever once said, oh, that looks nice. I just can't wait to see this guy so I can get this off my chest. Because I can't get this off my chest. Where is he at? There he is, right there. I trusted you, man. Tell me what this looks like. Tell me what that is. Does that look like a baboon to you?
Still looks
Seriously.
like a baboon to me.
It looks like an alligator with his mouth broken open.
This is
and his
supposed to
tongue
be
looks
a
like
masterpiece.
That looks like a nutsack, man.
This is horrible.
I'm not in my own
Come on, Frank, with the bull.
Violin for you?
Oh, my
You're a
God.
professional, man. You gotta do your job, man. I'm stuck with this forever.
I'm sorry. I apologize. And I'd love to make you both happy. And I know I can do that. I'll let you check out the drawing first. I'll work with you.
I don't think so. What do you think?
First time, shame on him. Second time, shame on you. That's what I think.
I'm telling you I can make it happen.
I doubt it. I don't want you to do this again. The whole thing was a nightmare, Frank.
Guys, darling, bring it in. Come here. What can we do to make you happy? Ultimately, Frank is here for redemption.
Yes, 100%.
We want to make you happy. Be willing to consult with him. Let him draw something, and then if you hate it, you walk out of here. What about that? That can't harm anybody.
Check out your sketches.
Want to do that?
He's the ultimate, he makes the ultimate decision.
Actually, I feel that you make the ultimate decision. Am I right?
I just get nasty when it's not the decision I want.
Oh, it's okay, fair enough, fair enough. We don't commit until the machine goes into the skin. Walk out here anytime.
Okay.
All right, brother, good luck to you.
Thank you, man.
All right.
I'll make you happy, I promise.
We'll see.
What do we want to do this time, man?
I got her sign on this arm. I was thinking about getting mine a nice, gnarly Capricorn.
Okay.
It's a goat now, not a ram.
Oh, right. Go. You don't want like anything around it or
No, Frank. Don't start getting creative. Flat, easy. Don't get anything really hard.
Yeah. I can do hard.
I'm scared for you to do hard, Frank.
I like that one.
You really gonna do it, huh?
Maybe. I want to see what his drawings look like first. Then we'll decide then.
All right, man.
Sounds good, bro.
Dude, thank you, man.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being nice.
Only for the moment, Frank. You want to trust this guy? I just want to know.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
You really like Frank, don't you?
I don't want to kill him anymore. I think he might do good.
I don't know, Frank.
That's why it's called redemption. See if he can redeem himself. I want this one right. I can show it off.
Me too.
Don't make him nervous.
I won't make him nervous, but I will be critical of what's going on.
I really want to show people who I really am, what I can really do. But I have an uphill battle here, man. I got to make both of them happy. Especially her, because he's listening to her. She's intense. She's real intense.
Frank, bring it down, bud. What'd you guys talk about?
Getting a Capricorn. symbol on my arm.
Capricorn's a goat.
It's a goat.
I want the astrological Capricorn. The astrological one has a tail on it.
All right, buddy, let's take a look at what you came up with.
So yeah, it's the goat body with the fish tail.
Is this the astrological one?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I have a weird-looking sign there, friend.
Yeah.
What do you think, Charlene? You look skeptical.
I am very skeptical at this point. That tail, that concerns me.
Why does that concern you?
It's a little too involved, and I'm a little concerned about his ability to detail.
She wants a regular goat.
Why don't you guys have a chat and talk about it before you make any decision?
What do you think?
The tail is a little fishy. You like the tail?
It's a little mermaidy, right?
Yes, it looks like a mermaid with a goat head. I don't like it, period.
You don't like it?
Yuck.
Maybe makes changes to it. We'll see what happens.
We talking about somebody who jacked you up already. You don't have to get it.
I know, I don't have to get it.
You don't want that.
Guys, what is happening over there? You guys seem heated in debate.
She doesn't like it.
I think the tail is too much, Dave.
Well, I reacted too. I was like, that is weird. But that's what they look like. I don't, you can't argue with that.
Can he have it twink to his liking?
You can make any changes you want.
The tail is a little too mermaidy. It's really standing out. The tail, I keep looking at it.
I can do a new tail for you so you can see. It's ultimately whatever you want.
Yeah.
Big decision. It sounds like a few tweaks and you might be ready to go.
This is his choice.
So is this a green light? Are we gonna move forward?
I think I'm gonna go with it.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
Let's go back to the shop, man.
The tail that I wanted, it only has 2 pieces that just goes.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we can do that. We'll use this, but I'll just draw in the 2 pieces.
Okay.
Let me see. It doesn't look bad without the tail. I'm serious. It looks kind of hot without the tail.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised.
I'm telling you, Fred.
It seems like that tail should be like right here.
So you get an idea of... I think it almost has
Just
to
do
be
the body, Frank. We know you
down
can do
more.
that.
And
yeah.
Could it be down more? And
But please don't get the tail. Don't put him under any added pressure. Just get the body.
I want the tail on it.
We can buy a tail.
It's my arm.
And if it's wrong, you're gonna be miserable. A Capricorn's a weird animal anyway. So if the tail's going, so what? I'm always right, Fred. Just don't get the tail, I'm telling you.
I'm getting the tail.
Get the bulk of the tattoo now and wait on
Zip it. Let me handle this for a minute.
That's why I'm here, to help you handle it.
Yeah, it's just, if we keep with the tail, man, it's gonna be all out of balance.
I'm glad you admitted it now. Don't overdo what you can't do, Frank.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with El Capitan over there.
Thank you. And the hooves, I want them to pop.
Yeah.
If I wasn't here, Fred would have came home with that tail. Take a deep breath. And push.
Please don't add any nuts to my Capricorn goat. No balls on the goat.
But man, I'm so good at balls.
I haven't gotten a tattoo since the baboon incident.
Oh, yeah?
It kind of scarred me.
I really want to make it right, you know what I mean? And really, really show everybody what's up, you know? Why don't you hop up, check that out.
Nice, Frank.
Yeah, you dig it?
Yes, I like it.
I love the detail in those horns and the fur and the scales.
Love the eyes.
Yes. And this little goatee.
Did a great job.
Thanks for not beating me up.
Capricorn.
Guys, come on down here. Most importantly, I'm gonna start with you. What do you think?
I think that removal of the tail was better to go with. I love how the swirl is, and I love the horns and the goatee.
He redeemed himself, man.
How does that feel for you, man?
It's a huge relief. Yeah, I'm stoked.
He's off my hit list.
Yeah. I got my redemption. He's super happy. She's super happy. Thank God.
Take it easy.
All right.
Bye, guys.
I knew you could do it.
Yeah.
I just wasn't
so
sure.
did I. Right, right.
This week, we're testing proportion.
Proportion is the size of objects in relation to other objects in a tattoo.
Today, you must all tattoo the same subject, a Japanese snake.
Damn it.
Snakes are one of the most symbolic creatures in traditional Japanese tattooing.
Traditional Japanese is really hard because it has a whole lot of rules in it, and if you don't know them, you can't follow them, and the one guy who's gonna judge you is Taki, and he's gonna nail the out of you.
Japanese tattoos are infamous for incorporating many different elements to create a dynamic image. In order for the elements to work together, they must be in perfect proportion. There is one more obstacle you must face today. All of the canvases want their tattoos on their ribs.
Of course they do.
Ribs? You've got to be kidding me.
The ribs is one of the most painful areas with snakes. It's gonna be hard to make those long, sweeping lines.
In this elimination tattoo, proportion is important because we're asking them to tattoo a snake, which is recognizable imagery to everybody, and we're asking them to do it in a Japanese style. We're asking them to incorporate something with the snake to really show it in proportion.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. It's gonna be a beautiful tattoo.
I love it.
My only concern is, obviously, just sitting through it. If you get dizzy, or if you're feeling like cold sweats, or you're feeling nauseous or something like that, then we'll pump the brakes a little bit. I am really worried that my canvas is gonna tap out.
But if I'm in pain, I'll take a break.
You don't want to take a break, because when you come back, it'll hurt 10 times more.
I'm gonna take one break, couple of breaks.
You don't want to take a couple breaks. Once you break once or twice, you're tapping out. I'm stressing the out right now. You got your job to do, and I got my job to do. Now it's just up to me to execute that, and it's up to you to sit through it.
Definitely gonna need a cigarette.
No. Every time you take a break, it slows down, and you come back, and you can't take the pain then, trust me. My canvas is having a really hard time, and she's making it vocal. I need your confidence high, you know what I mean? We do it. I'm doing whatever it takes to make sure that I put a good tattoo in front of those judges today. I just don't want to let you go, and then I gotta drag you back in here by your hair. Don't think I won't for 100 grand. If I have to physically hold my canvas down to make sure she doesn't leave, I'm going to do just that. Can't move in the middle of the line like that, okay?
Sorry. Oh, deal.
Just be still.
I really need it. My body's starting to shake.
You signed up for it.
Did it!
Yeah, you did it. Good job.
This doesn't look like a tattoo that Scott would do. It's ugly. It feels good to know that I'm the first person to knock Scott Marshall off his throne.
Today, you had to show your mastery of proportion by tattooing a Japanese snake on your canvas's ribs. Scott.
When you look at this thing from across the room, compared to the other tattoos, this is the one that's hard to tell what's going on. I don't like the layout. I don't like the way it sits on her body. The way you decided to make this background swoop echo the shape of that snake makes it hard to tell what's going on. And as far as hitting Japanese, you totally lost it.
I did get a little new school with it, but when I'm freehand drawing, I can't help it. My style's gonna come out in my drawing.
One of the things about Japanese tattooing is it's not necessarily always about you. It's part of a larger history, a larger culture. So walking in and being like, I'm doing it my way, it's insulting, it's utterly incorrect.
She was a tough canvas, man.
Her being a tough canvas aside, your drawing's your drawing. If she's a tough canvas, it's gonna show even more in your application, which it doesn't. It's just odd. It's an odd drawing, man.
I'm not making excuses. I'm gonna stand behind this piece.
It's definitely my least favorite today. And it's applied meticulously, which makes it tough, man. It's a crazy thing, this competition.
Scott, you're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day.
I did what I could, man. I had to compromise a lot of design with her, basically just how she sat and everything.
You have a very unique style that's your own that you incorporate into everything. This tattoo, you abandoned that. You just kind of got lost in your own design.
It has its problems. This would be like my first hiccup since I've been here. I'd like you guys to take that into consideration before you make your decision.
Aesthetically, it's definitely the bottom.
Okay, artists, you have 6 hours to show detail with Egyptian tattoos. And your time begins now.
Let's do it. Yep, let's go. Something for the Sphinx, I think, on the side.
The ribs are definitely a tough spot.
Anytime we put it on the side, it's gonna elongate even more. That piece becomes like that.
I'm trying to convince my canvas to get it away from his ribs.
I want it on my side.
I just hope he's able to sit.
I'll lay like a rock. I won't move at all.
Otherwise, there's a good chance of me going home.
You're tougher than me, bro, because I wouldn't even attempt it.
I've had to fight for every single inch of tattoo that I've put in. He's either moving, shaking, cringing, and it's horrible.
I tried to warn you it was gonna be a rough area.
It's not even about the time. I don't think I'm gonna be able to even touch his skin anymore with this needle.
I feel like we would have been done if it was on like on another part of the body.
Today, you had to create intricately detailed Egyptian tattoos, MV. Well, I am glad you followed Marissa because otherwise I'm not exactly sure if I would know what this is.
A sphinx, by definition, is a lion with a human head, sometimes depicted with wings.
I just don't think it looks like a sphinx to me.
That body looks more like a seal or a sea lion or a walrus. It doesn't look like a lion.
In a detail challenge, you have no deliberate detail throughout this tattoo. If you didn't nail this, which I don't think you did, you put yourself in a situation that's tough.
Today, you had to take ancient images and translate them to skin, MV.
The biggest problem with this one is if it wasn't for the sphinx head, I wouldn't know what it was.
What's a sphinx? A sphinx is the lion's body.
If you just look at the backside of that body and the belly and the hind leg.
I wanted to put more into that. I fought to get that much into it.
You put too much as it is. It does not look good.
Oh my God.
MV, you okay? What's up? What's going on?
Detail's what I do. I'm not gonna go out on a detail challenge. I know what I'm doing. Give me another chance to see what's up.
The details that you put in this tattoo, MV, make it not look like what it's supposed to look like. So therefore, I think that's the fail.
If I don't know what I'm looking at from 10 feet away, I think it'd have to be MV.
All right.
MV.
The judges have decided, MV, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master.
Man, it's not how you get knocked down, it's how fast you get up. And you should be standing, you should be proud. Today, it was just a tough choice that you gave yourself to convey what it was that the subject matter should have been.
You'll have 6 hours to tattoo a Japanese dragon with water. And based on your work, one of you will close shop. Good luck.
I love Japanese tattooing. It's what I put my time and my career into.
You wanted a full dragon, or
you just gotta show me what it looks like, what it will look like.
Yeah.
There's so many tricks to these, and if you don't know it, it's almost impossible to replicate.
I'm open about a lot of things, but it ain't coming off the ribs.
Okay.
I had lap band surgery.
You had lap band surgery?
I had it done. I lost over 200 pounds.
Can I take a look at your ribs?
Yeah, sure.
Holy crap. A lot of loose skin. The swelling of the skin is going to be immediate. When people lose a lot of weight, their skin becomes very rubbery. It's like thin paper. You can blow a line just by whispering. The biggest thing that I have going against me is your skin.
Of course, you got to overcome and adapt. Is the skin as bad as you thought it was?
Oh, the skin's bad.
Because I lost the weight, is that why?
Totally, it's been stretched out. I got the worst canvas of the day because the skin is so fragile. If I'm not careful, it's gonna swell up to the point where I can't tattoo it. All right?
Burns so bad.
It's not very fun.
Oh my.
Christian and Clean were clearly out to screw me. I'm a threat, and they're trying to take me out. So I appreciate you fighting through with this.
How you doing, buddy? Starting to get a little rough?
If it wasn't for the burn, I'd be straight, man.
Sausage is totally rattled. I almost feel guilty. Almost.
I'm pretty sure Sausage is going to eat my face tonight.
Oh, is he angry?
Oh, he's beyond angry. Sausage should be feeling like a little kid because he's gonna get spanked today.
Let's take this last stab at it, okay?
Oh.
My canvas is really feeling the pain. He's kind of jostling around in the chair. This is not making it easy for me to do these really smooth blends that I need to nail.
God damn it. I got none left.
I'm screwed.
That's amazing.
Thank you, man.
The dragon is absolutely awful. There is not one redeeming quality about this tattoo. Sausage is going home, and I'm the boot that kicked him out the door.
Today, James Vaughn challenged you to the ultimate test of legibility, a Japanese dragon with water. Sausage.
The legibility of this tattoo is lost just in the way you shaded it. You put black right up to the edge of the dragon and then black right inside the dragon. It makes it overall messy.
The problem with skin that has weight loss, it's much harder when it's deflated.
That being said, you do have some anatomy issues. The neck is so thick, and then you really taper down to this thin body. It makes it seem like the head is way in the foreground and the rest of the dragon's way off in the background. Your big downfall is the drawing.
Today, you were judged on legibility, and based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. It's now time to find out who the human canvas jury chose.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Sausage, you're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day. Ron, why did the human canvas jury vote Sausage to the bottom?
They said it was too dark, and that was it.
I'm sorry, Ron. This is not where I expected to see you
You
at all.
don't gotta be sorry about nothing. I was a bad canvas.
He took some breaks, and we did the best we could.
I don't see this being a bad tattoo at all. I don't care what anyone says. I appreciate everything you've done for me.
Okay, Ron, thanks for joining us, buddy.
See you guys.
Sausage, this thing just didn't come across. You have a nice standout head if you look at just the drawing, but you didn't do the right things in the shading of this tattoo to accentuate that.
I definitely have some shading issues. He was getting sensitive, but my technique is flawless.
When I see black tucked into whiskers like that, my immediate response is somebody was trying to cover up a mistake.
The scales are done well, the face is done well. It's not like I'm gonna go back upstairs and the bed. I'm gonna come back out swinging for the fences again.
If Sausage's tattoo walked into my shop, I would question whether that person knows how to tattoo.
But I do feel that mine was more legible.
I don't.
Judges, it's time to decide who is going to be packing their machines. Are we talking between Megan Jean and Sausage right now?
Both have problems with legibility.
As far as the Japanese dragon goes, Megan, your execution's cleaner, but yours is really camouflaged. Sausage, I commend you for the application and for everything that went in, but the anatomy fails you.
Final decision. When I look at Megan Jean's tattoo, it appears cleaner to me. My vote is for Sausage. Chris.
Megan Jean.
The judges have decided. Megan Jean, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. Today, you must tattoo a peacock. With so many colors and textures to capture, precision is essential, or your peacock will go from bold to blur.
Peacocks are so challenging. There's thousands of feathers, a million little lines, multiple layers of texture. You can easily screw up.
I'm gonna start looking up some reference really quick, and we're gonna get an idea of what you like, color-wise, style-wise, design-wise.
The colors that I want it kind of to be like a phoenix colors, like oranges and like burnt oranges and reds and purples and stuff like that.
I am a black and gray artist. Precision in color is not one of my strong points.
We don't want it to look too close to a phoenix.
But I do want the colors, the oranges and the reds and
you
the
want
purples.
like burnt colors?
Yes, yes.
Got it.
So you want it starting on the top of your ribs and kind of going down your hip and then a little bit fanning onto the butt.
Onto the butt, like the tail going onto the butt and then to the front of the thigh.
So in the time frame that we have, if we start higher up on your ribs, you're only gonna get down to here.
The only thing I really care about is the location and the size and then like the color scheme as well as the realism of the head.
What she's asking for is legitimately like a 30-hour tattoo.
I wanted it to kind of go like here and the head go down the body to about here and then the tail go like that.
I'm screwed. So the way it's gonna sit on your body is kind of like this. That sound good?
Yep.
I have a canvas nightmare. She wants a full-bodied peacock that goes from her ribs down to her knee and unwilling to budge. If I make it through this, I'm gonna make Dave eat that skull pick.
Let me know if I just gotta cover my cooch a little.
I'm definitely gonna run out of time, so I have to shorten it a little bit.
There's no time to finish the tail. So I wipe off 50% of my stencil, freehand some on, and start over.
Plan B. I'd rather simplify something last minute than try to rush and half-ass.
Dave gave the only 2 rib-to-knee tattoos to the only 2 girls on the team. I don't know if it's because we're strong players or if it's just because we're girls.
You know, it's hard. Just breathe through it. I only have like 2 or 3 more back here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down. Time is up. No more ink.
Just lay there, okay?
Okay.
Hey, really dig it.
It's not my fault that Gia wasn't able to scale down her tattoo. It's not my fault that Ryan put a lot of detail in hers.
What do you think?
So pretty. Yay. Oh my gosh, I love it.
I gave them difficult canvases because I thought they could handle it.
Today, you had to show precision by tattooing a peacock. Ryan.
This tattoo, for me, is a big time bummer. Any area that you zoom in on this tattoo, you find problems. There's areas where your color goes out of the line. There's areas where things just aren't solid and smooth and clean. Today being a precision challenge, this is the worst day for you to do this kind of stuff.
It was just a horrible case of very poor time management.
You being one of the top dogs on your team to doing this, big decline.
Gia, your canvas wanted a massive tattoo.
I had a nightmare from the beginning to the end.
This thing is rough. It is big, but there's certain areas that in a precision challenge is hurting you so bad.
Where did you start?
I started with the head.
That would be the area with the least amount of mistakes because it's where you started. But there's blue completely outside the lines on the bottom of the chin, on the neck. This entire thing is debatably the worst tattoo of the day.
I cannot imagine having this canvas.
It's a client. You want to pay your rent, you tattoo that canvas, period. That's how we live. It sucks to get a bad one, I get it. But just starting. If there's not that first good pull, that pull was never coming.
I know she's on the opposite team, but I have to say, the drawing is more aesthetically pleasing than a lot of other people that did not get ringed as hard.
It all evens out in the wash. The one that debatably had the nicest composition had debatably the worst possible technical flaws in it.
You'll have 6 hours to tattoo a detailed natural disaster. And if your work is a disaster, your shop will be out. Good luck.
Today we're testing these artists on detail.
What's going on?
Jesse, nice to meet you.
Whether it be a tidal wave, an earthquake, explosions, you have to show movement.
What you looking to get done?
A hurricane crashing against the shore.
Could be dust, fire, wind, water, some type of force that's gonna demolish something.
A forest fire?
Yes.
If you're a tattooer that doesn't have a versatile bag of tricks, it's gonna be very difficult to pull off a natural disaster.
Volcano, huh? Biggest you can get, yeah. Are you open to moving it, or are you pretty sad?
Nah, I'm with the ribs.
Can you just take off your shirt for us?
I'm nervous about him sitting for 6 hours on his ribs. He wants it big, he wants it bold. It's a lot of saturation.
Did you see Carlos in there?
Yeah.
It's massive.
That's what they do all day, though, every day. Black Anchor is a world-class shop, and it is known the world over for having really great realism artists. How you guys doing?
I'm gonna have to jam on it. I'm confused at this point that I am even in an alliance in this competition. I think they gave us the harder one, maybe to try and knock us down a little bit. I'm biting my lip off right now.
Honestly, I feel like we could really shine. I just hope that time is on our side.
It's too big, dude. It looks smaller when you put the stencil on, but then you forget about all the color around the outside.
Today, every detail counts. Black Anchor.
The perimeter shape is just an obtrusive, big smear on the side of his body. You gotta leave some open skin. It's like everywhere you look in this tattoo is a cover-up. The only contrast you have is from the areas of solid color to the areas of light color you did.
As far as details go, there's no detail. This is one of the rougher tattoos I've seen here.
Today, you tattooed scenes depicting natural disasters. Based on your work, one shop will be packing their machines. Let's hear from the jury of peers. Why did you vote think before you ink to the bottom?
One we could tell was a volcano when you look at it, and this, you can't really decipher what it is right off the bat.
Today is a crazy day. You guys say the worst tattoo is not Black Anchor.
As far as details, we were trying to compare the problems in each tattoo, and
So
we
do you
felt
think
like
the details in Think Before You Ink are not as detailed as that volcano?
I mean, look at the Ferris wheel. It was a yes or no question, champ.
I feel like ours is a little bit more recognizable.
Yeah, I didn't have any detail in that tattoo.
It's a little bit more dynamic than yours.
Dynamic. It wasn't dynamic day. It was detail day.
Black Anchor. This is a large, unappealing spot on this guy's body.
Detail could easily be added to that. Back at the shop, we do multiple sittings, and I know that's not the case
Back
this
at the
time.
shop. We're judging on today, and today it's just this blocked out mass with no detail on detailed day.
But if we did get another shot, pick ourselves out of this slump, you know, this is their third time.
And you guys keep throwing that around, like, so what if we've been down here before? At the end of the day, we're looking at it now, like they said.
I'm gonna keep it 100% honest. I think Black Anchor did the worst tattoo of the day.
My vote's for Black Anchor.
The judges have decided, Black Anchor, you do not have what it takes to be master shop.
It's a bummer, man. If I was picking teams, I would have had you guys first pick. But on any day, worst tattoo goes. Doesn't matter what you've done.
Please pack your machines and move out. You have 6 hours to show creativity tattooing a difficult part of the body. And your time starts now.
All right, let's go, guys. Let's get it.
How do you want to do it?
Apocalyptic Angel. Okay. He has a staff standing by a tombstone with the crow there with his hand out.
Do you want to do like a full body type of thing?
Yeah.
I'm at the mercy of this asshole who will not budge on his idea. Do you feel comfortable just doing him?
Nah, man. I need it to look like this apocalyptic in the background. You know, I'm gonna put a background behind it.
That's a lot of to cram into a 6-hour tattoo on the ribs, you know? There's no way I'm gonna be able to pull this off. Just keep pushing through.
Yeah, man.
Get this, man.
Yeah, I got it right. Pain.
I think Kyle's in trouble.
Kyle's dude's hurting a little bit.
And the drawing sucks. There's some real shaky lines in it.
You think his drawing's better than TJ's?
TJ's is realism.
You can't tell what it is.
Get the
Yeah, stop.
When you guys were on top, it was all fun. You guys wanted to run your mouths and talk a bunch of and now you lost 2 in a row and your people went home.
That's how it goes. Wait till your dudes start going
home.
home.
And it's gonna happen, I know it.
Tony, we should just pack it up, man. Christian's right.
My chemist wants a 16-hour tattoo condensed into 6 hours, but he's squirming like a little bitch.
God damn this. All right, that's, all right.
You gotta finish it, man.
No, nail the coffin.
Great tattooers go home all the time on this competition because you're at the mercy of your canvas, and this dude is done. I think I'm going home.
Don't plan your funeral before your body dies.
Even if he was being a dick, Kyle is still my little brother, and I love him, and I want him to do well. It's so difficult knowing that I can't do anything to help him out.
Today, you are being tested on creativity tattooing difficult body parts. Kyle. I like the illustration, but you shaded over your own artwork.
What you're missing here, man, is different values.
Contrast.
You've got one tone of black. You got the same value in the cloak, the beard, the staff, the hood, the wing, and the background. Something's got to be lighter or darker.
I definitely would have gone in there with more tones had he been able to sit longer.
This one's probably the biggest struggle you've had since you've been here.
You'll have 6 hours to show composition tattooing a Japanese temple. Fail to impress the judges, and you'll be sent home. Good luck.
I hate tattooing ribs, especially after my last canvas where he almost tapped out and sent my ass home. I love your idea, man.
Yeah.
I can tattoo the ribs, no problem, but most people can't sit for it. The last dude I had, big tough guy, it almost sent me home because he wouldn't sit still. He kept taking breaks every 5 minutes. Is there any other way you would to do anywhere else?
I wonder how many canvases are gonna fold today. How many guys are gonna change it from a rib or they're gonna change the style?
Don't listen to him.
Test your artists. Do they deserve to make it? It's final 8. How many artists are gonna step up to
Don't
the
listen
plate?
to that joker.
Do what your canvas wants today. Can't do a rib, can't do a chest, can't do a style, don't deserve to be here.
Yeah, we'll see, man.
Today, these artists are going to be tattooing Japanese temples.
I mean, I could just continue this as part of the end of this statue.
No, that's perfect.
These artists are going to have to really work on composition, constructing the temple in a way where you have a foreground, some background. That coupled with temples, anything can happen.
You doing all right? Team Christian, they didn't just send me a grenade. They dropped a nuke on me. Every week, they're gunning for me. As soon as I pop my head up from the water to catch a breath, they push my head back down. It's just exhausting having to fight every single day.
What's going on with this front over here? It just kind of like has a scratchy line.
It just looks unfinished.
I hate everything about this tattoo. This thing's crooked as hell. I'm doing what I can to save it, but, you know, this thing's... Mine was stressful.
The ribs is definitely tough, man.
The skin is so thin, dude. There's always gonna be, like, little hiccups here and there.
They might hit you on a couple spots.
Hey, Kyle, what do you think about having ribs for dinner? Like them well done?
You're a dick.
Today, you're being tested on composition, tattooing Japanese temples. Kyle.
You had a tough challenge. The line work definitely gets away from you as far as all the straight lines being parallel in direction. There's pretty much no way to make the bottom of this bridge look straight with the angle of the temple. It just wraps a little bit, and it did get a little bit askewed in the process.
It's a tough spot to put a man-made structure.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing that's throwing your design off the most first, your tattoo is just all shaded in the same way. There's a lot of similar tonality here where you can't really back yourself out of a corner.
Today, you are being tested on composition. Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. Kristen, why did your team vote Kyle to the bottom?
We just felt that Kyle's seriously was the worst tattoo of the day, hands down.
At first glance, that's a solid tattoo.
I think Kyle's looks pretty rad. Definitely looks like a powerful, dramatic tattoo.
It was like a powerful earthquake blew up the whole neighborhood. Not only is the pagoda leading, but the bridge is leaning completely the opposite, incorrect way.
You would have served yourself a big help putting the stencil on in two parts. Placing the pagoda, placing your bridge. You didn't need to be pigeonholed to that stencil.
The curve and the indents of the rib cage made some lines look a little wobbly.
You can't straighten up a crooked structure.
It's gonna stay though. Yours is gonna fall
No,
out.
it's gonna stay. It'll be light, but it'll stay.
I feel like it's between Amanda and Kyle, and I'm really torn because I like the weight of Kyle's tattoo.
From a distance, it has a lot of contrast. It's dark.
It reads more like a temple to me, and Amanda's, when you really get into the temple, the upper tier of it is just a lot of inconsistencies on lines and shapes and patterns. My vote is for Amanda.
They both have line work problems. They both have dimensional errors, but Kyle's definitely stands out as having the most crooked stuff going on. My vote's for Kyle.
Kyle, I want to keep you here, man. But this is just the most challenged tattoo of the day. I hate to do it, man, but Kyle.
The judges have decided. Kyle, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. Please pack your machines and close shop.
Thank you.
This week, we're testing consistency.
Consistency is being able to show pretty much the same thing over and over again.
You must be able to tattoo uniform lines, shading, and color, giving your design a harmonious look. There's no better test of consistency than an image so iconic that any inconsistency will be obvious. Comic book characters.
Yes. The challenge is pulling off comic book tattoo or making it as direct to the comic character at hand. People that are comic nerds, which I say that proudly, they know when something's off.
Founded in 1934, DC Comics is home to the world's greatest superheroes, like the Green Lantern, Superman, and Wonder Woman, and of course, Batman. But this week, you won't be tattooing a superhero. You must tattoo a super villain.
Without villains, you have no need for heroes. Generally, villains are more dynamic than the hero themselves.
You will have 6 hours to complete your super villain tattoo. Based on your work, one of you will close shop. Good luck.
Consistency comes into play in all tattoos. It's your line weight, it's your shading, it's your values, it's everything that goes into creating a supervillain.
I think I do like it more real, less cartoon.
That whip's gonna be a lot. Do you like that?
I wanted to try to work in the cats.
Dude, I don't know what angle you went on this one, man, but I'm pumped on this.
I just thought about it. I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna win, it's gonna be because I did some sick. New school this thing up, buddy. I'll just watch you freaking enjoy your way out of this competition.
You have 6 hours to tattoo your canvas with a badass supervillain. And your time starts now.
All right,
let's do it.
Let's do it, buddy.
I think that's actually perfect right here.
My canvas wanted to get dark side from feet to head. It's not possible in 6 hours.
This tattoo is probably the absolute hardest one that's out there. How would
Okay.
you feel about doing that face that we have?
Can you show it to me again?
Yep.
My idea is to do the head up with glowing eyes, a more dynamic looking picture anyways.
Would you be doing it in the background or would it just be the face?
I would try to get the background.
Okay.
It's $100,000. We're gonna do it my way.
I was getting ready to tattoo myself at that point. She said no, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
I definitely want to try and beat Jimmy. He sneaked out the win last time.
It's almost like traditional, which is kind of the cool part of this challenge.
I need to be consistent in reproducing the actual comic reference.
Definitely have to change these needles out to something smaller just to do what we're doing.
If I can nail this tattoo, then I might have a chance to win.
I take what I do know of Poison Ivy and create my own version of what this character is.
I don't necessarily know that new skill's ever going to come up in the challenges, but I figure this is about the closest thing that I'm going to get to really put it out there, so.
This is my style of tattooing, so for me, I'm in a good running to win this challenge.
I'm super stoked.
4 more hours.
This is what I'm booked out for months and months and months doing, is these beautiful portraits. I really want to show the intensity of this image and the character of Bane. I'm just excited to show something that I'm really, really comfortable with. This thing's gonna look awesome. They're all gonna be shocked when I win.
What Joshua is doing, it's more to the realistic side. This is a comic book challenge. If something looks too realistic, you automatically deserve to be in the bottom.
Anything realistic, you know, I love it.
The fact that the challenge is consistency, I'm gonna tattoo this thing like you ripped it off a comic book page. $2 is a single needle. Being so meticulous with these lines is taking me forever. I have to cut this piece in half or there's no way that I'm gonna finish this tattoo. There's a lot of lines, I'm not gonna do all of this.
It's not a problem. Tattoo Baby's doing some really weird with cutting the body off, and I definitely don't see how she can talk to me about my artistry.
Because he has a fresh scar going across his left leg, I flipped the image and put it on his right leg instead. A face should always face in.
Once again, time is of the essence, so I rushed the damn tattoo. Wish I had a little bit more time to blend things out. This sucks.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time's up, machine's down. No more ink.
You are done.
Holy that's exactly like the picture.
I love the way this looks. It's badass, man. It's badass.
You're not sick.
Wow.
Love it?
I love it. I really do.
He screwed the pooch. He did not follow the challenge. He took a comic book style tattoo. He did a beautiful new school tattoo. Okay, Jimmy, did you come here just to get more new school business or did you come here to compete?
Artists, today we tested your consistency by asking you to tattoo a badass supervillain. Kyle, you're up first.
The attention to detail that you put into this face is fantastic. The use of the black creates enough depth and enough contrast to where you have the blue and the green transitions to the fiery red in the eyes, to the orange, to the yellow, and it looks great. Where you get challenged again is your background. That black oval that goes around the outside takes my eye away from what I really want to be looking at.
There's this balancing act that you have here where you're trying to get a tattoo done in a certain amount of time. I made it a size that I thought I could get it done and still get the background she wanted.
Joey.
Your attention to detail, wow factor for me. Along the legs, along the sides, to see you ink on your canvas with the scissor hatching, the style that I'm familiar with from comic books, I was pretty impressed because it's hard enough to do it on paper and you're pulling it off on skin.
I didn't really know until I started how much time that was gonna take.
Yeah.
So I was like second guessing myself at some points. Thank you.
Jackie.
You have a lot of beat-up line work in this thing.
You jacked it up because of the very thin, weak outlines you did in the face. It doesn't look solid. It looks too weak. We've been battling line work all along.
Not all along. Chris, it's no disrespect to you.
No, I'm
like...
just saying. It doesn't convey comic book inking. It conveys a scratchy line.
Consistency. You made a major alteration to it. It's backwards. You flipped it, therefore now he's burned on the opposite side of his body, so you're basically altering this pseudo-history.
It'd be wrong to do that, for sure.
Didn't even think about that.
Jason.
This is probably the cleanest tattoo we've seen from you. There's a lot of great consistencies in this tattoo that we've seen lacking in your other tattoos.
I'm starting to feel the flow here and feel a little bit more comfortable getting rid of some of my anxieties when I'm tattooing.
Your saturation, color-wise, does not stack up. These transitions from the blacks to the blues and the very washed-out orange do not do it for me.
I always think that there's room for improvement in every tattoo.
Your consistency in your application is not going to stack up against these guys today.
Joshua.
Seems like you've embodied your character in this competition. It's good for the supervillain to come out and pound one back at the heroes. Whether they like you or not, they gotta suck it up and beat it. It's a really nice job.
Overall, this being DC Comic Challenge, I think you really captured the essence of this character. This smooth shading, all that black and all that deep shadowing that gives the shape of the wrinkles in his forehead, very consistent.
If you can do that's this complex and make it look this good, then why are you lagging? You should be able to do this quality on everything, all the time.
Thank you.
Tattoo baby. How are you feeling this week as opposed to last week?
I guess I feel a little bit better because I let it out.
Well, what you did here, I love. I think you came back really strong. There's some incredible detail, especially in the hair. Those teeth are really, really beautiful. The question I have for you, why does it just end the way it does like that?
I had a little bit of issues with time doing all those little lines. If I would have gone any lower, then it would have brought down the quality of my tattoo.
Jimmy.
As a guy who draws poison ivy, I think it missed the mark. She should be a seductress. She's not drawing me in.
I don't draw it every day, so that's your area.
Well, that's why I'm here, I assume. You missed in capturing the essence of this character.
Bottom line is I'm 100% happy with what I turned out.
This is a game. This is not a comic book tattoo. Today, DC Comic Day. Your tattoo should look like a comic book.
I executed the tattoo, I did what I did, and I stand behind it.
We know you can draw. You don't have to prove that to anybody.
The judges have decided that the best tattoo of the day goes to Joey.
Joey, you captured the essence, the playfulness, the danger of Catwoman. It looks like it was peeled from the pages of the comics and pasted on flesh. I love everything about it.
Thank you very much.
Jackie, Jason, Jimmy, any one of you could justifiably be sent home. Jimmy, you're here because the human canvas jury voted that you had the worst tattoo of the day.
Not everyone's gonna like what I do, but I've been doing it for 20 years.
But you can't stylize something to the point where it's unrecognizable. This is not poison ivy. It's a cutesy little cartoony green creature. You've missed the essence.
Can't make everyone happy. I did take a risky move in making an artistic design, but a lot of elements that were tattooed today won't be here in a while. Joey did an amazing tattoo. Patchwork in that whip that you love so much ain't gonna be there in 10 years.
Jackie.
If this was my tattoo, the fact that the wrong side of the face is burned would bug me.
I fell short a little today, but I think that you can see that I'm a good artist.
Jason.
All in all, this is one of your better tattoos, but the colors and the saturated some of the other people's. You and Jackie are battling it out.
All right, guys. The judges have decided. Jackie, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. Please pack your machines and close shop. You have 6 hours to tattoo an X-Men color portrait, and your time starts now.
Okay, let's do this. When looking at a color portrait, you're looking for it to be an exact replica of the photo. Therefore, everything has to be precise. The eyes have to line up, the shading on the nose has to be just right. You have to capture every little essence of the face.
Yeah, dude. Can't wait. Let's do it.
So I'm feeling really good about my tattoo. It's coming out exactly the way I want it to.
Very nice, very nice. It's looking really good.
The nose, lips, eyes, cheekbones look exactly like the reference. I love it.
4 hours remaining.
There only could be one Wolverine.
Yeah, it might be me.
Yeah, I think it might be me. My guy won the last challenge, so.
Only time will tell, amigo.
I am so focused. There is no way that Maddie's gonna beat me. It's awesome, man. If he wins, he can validate his skill. If I win, you know, it's cool.
2 hours to go.
Right now, I'm stuck in the middle of the road at best, and I need to get the off this road.
My canvas wanted to get the knives in, but I'm very concerned about time. Very upset that I can't get them in. If I don't finish this tattoo, I'm screwed.
Because Warpath always has knives, as soon as you take his knives out, it's no longer Warpath. It could just be anybody. This is a huge mistake.
I just hope it looks good. You think it's gonna look good?
I think it'll look cool.
Okay.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machines down, no more ink.
All right, young lady.
Wow, that is awesome. Yeah. That's the #1 Wolverine. Awesome.
Today, we ask you to use technical precision to create an X-Men color portrait. Lydia, what happened here with the negative space underneath this gentleman?
He initially had the knives, but I didn't have enough time, so I just figured I'd put a big X down there.
What makes this character recognizably X-Men are those blades. Missing those, it's very difficult for me to know who this is. Sausage.
I really, really like the background. It puts a comic book feel to a realistic portrait.
Looking at this tattoo, it has so many tricks. You have great application, you have really solid fundamentals. Overall, man, good job.
Halo.
Your skin tone is a lot darker than the photo. That is a good choice. You have to up the contrast on these light skin tones, or else they're just gonna blend into the person's natural skin tone.
Roland.
When you're doing a portrait, you got to copy the structure of the face. She does not even have the same shape. The color fades are not there.
Color, as you know, is not my forte.
I don't find any redeeming qualities in this tattoo at all.
Maddie.
You gave him some heavy bags under the eyes, and that puts years on him. But you brought a lot of work to this. I love the way that you took an artistic liberty in the right side of the face and brought that white highlight to really get that backlit look. That was a really nice touch, and you came and you really outdid a lot of people.
Scott.
You stuck to the structure of the face. You kept the likeness of the character. Not going with the dark background around the hair, I think, is a wise choice.
This tattoo has a ton of technical precision. That nice, clean netting in that armor, it's beautiful. The glow in the background is nice. It's a good use of color palette, and overall, it's a really strong tattoo.
Today, you tattooed the best test of precision that there is, a color portrait. Roland, you're here because Scott put you up for elimination. Scott, why did you put Roland up for elimination?
I felt that his piece was one of the weakest. This one, that was it for him, in my opinion.
I will admit this is a very difficult tattoo that's been out of my repertoire, but I'm here to fight. I'm here to stay here.
Lydia, you're here because the human canvases determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day.
As far as my tattoo being worse than Roland, I don't agree with that. I believe I'm a better tattoo artist than him.
When the human canvas jury calls you down, that for you is a major nail in the coffin. That's your client base.
It was a tough tattoo to get through, and I overthought it.
Roland and Lydia, either one of you could be packing your machines. The judges have decided. Roland, you do not have what it takes to be Ink Master. Please pack your machines and close shop.
Today, we're gonna be tattooing my favorite comic book characters. Oh, I knew it. The catch is, you have to capture your canvas's likeness in the comic book character.
Oh, man. Morphing the canvases into superheroes? I'm not a nerd. I don't tattoo this kind of crap on people.
All right, Sausage, have a seat.
This challenge is specifically designed to test you at the drawing table. This will definitely separate the veterans from the rookies.
All right, guys, Sausage called the shot today. You have 6 hours to use creativity to transform your canvas into a comic book character, and your time begins now.
All right, man, let's do this.
Today, creativity is going to be everything because these artists are going to have to transform their canvases into superheroes.
That's gonna be awesome.
If these artists don't come up with a strong concept, it's going to be painfully obvious and they're going to be out of here.
This one's gonna rock. It hits on all cylinders and it does exactly what the challenge is asking for. I was bullied my whole season and now my very first canvas is an anti-bullying woman. I'm extremely thankful for being given another chance to come out and prove my worth because I know what kind of a competitor I am, but it's tough. This time around, I mean business. I will no longer play nice. I will stand up for myself because I have to. Love me because you're gonna have a good tattoo.
You got this. You're golden.
You're a superhero sausage. You're like super summer sausage.
You know, I try.
You have 4 hours remaining.
Hey. Oh, so you didn't go small.
Megan and Christian got it out for me. I am screwed on this chasing the fame superhero. I have to do a whole back piece for all the crap that this guy wants to put in this thing. Oh my God. Megan and Christian are on my list.
What's your guy's special power?
A combat medic with angel wings to be able to fly in and rescue other soldiers.
I've never taken my client and actually put them into the tattoo, but I'm an artist, so I don't have anything to worry about. The other artists should definitely not underestimate me.
100 grand. I'll do what it takes, man.
So this is sweet tooth, and after a meal when you're craving something sweet to eat, she just pops up. I need to kill this elimination tattoo. I don't want to wind up on the bottom again.
She looks so dope.
You like it so far?
Yeah.
Awesome. I gave up everything when I started tattooing. I stopped going to art school. I dropped out with a semester left. My parents even stopped talking to me. I just want to prove to everyone that I made the right choice, and here I am.
I am definitely a perfectionist, and time is my enemy. I've never done something this detailed in this amount of time. If you're gonna do something, go big or go home.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it. Time's up. Machine's down. No more ink. Today, Sausage challenged you to transform your canvas into a comic book character. Sausage, let's start with you. What comic book character did your canvas want to be?
A comic book character that helped identify with no bullying.
You had one of the toughest challenges, but given your canvas exactly what they want in an amazing, creative way.
Foreshortening in the tattoo speaks to the superhero. You give it that exaggerated hand and the punch. Overall, it's a sticker. You did a great job.
Clean. What comic book character did your canvas want to be?
I wanted Chasing the Fame. This is a hard one. I'm just not a fan of the drawing of this tattoo. There's areas of technical ability that's just same old clean approach. Big areas of solid color, well applicated. But really, when it comes down to the fundamentals of the drawing of this thing, I just don't like it. I don't like the girl's hand that's wadded up on his thigh. I don't like her feet. It's rough.
Anthony. What comic book character did your canvas want to be?
He really wanted to portray a military medic.
I like this tattoo a lot. The drawing is awesome. There's a couple areas where I really get that comic book feel from, and a lot of that is that hatching in some of the shading. And then in terms of just details, like particularly in the scarf, going over each one of those folds in that fabric is so intensely amazing.
So far, I like everything I've seen you do. You've been consistent. That's what it takes. You just run this thing to the end. I think you did a hell of a job.
Picasso.
You captured her likeness. You've got a great drawing. It really even has her personality in it. But her lips, her nose, her eyes, they're scribbly. It looks smeared. It looks like this is on paper and you walked in the rain to get here.
Where did you start coloring in this tattoo? Her hair. That's where you started, so that's where you were at your most comfortable, at your most relaxed moment, you still weren't on.
I have never done work that looks like this.
Creativity, you're through the roof, man. Technically, I find a lot of problems. You gotta pray that somebody behind you dropped the ball.
Ashley. How did you arrive at this design?
My canvas is a pastry chef, so she wanted to depict a superhero.
In terms of creativity, I think you got a lot of nice elements in here, but there are some anatomical issues with the way she's posed.
I did try to give you that action shot.
Her left leg, the way that's coming out and bent back. There's some perspective issues with the drawing itself.
You have a big, awkward, square, cardboard cutout arm coming off this girl's body that doesn't look like it's coming at you.
All right, guys, based on creativity, who had the best tattoo of the day?
By far, the tattoo that stands out the most to me is Anthony's.
I have to agree, man. Anthony really turned in a nice, solid, beautiful tattoo.
Speaking of creativity, Sausage really put together an all-encompassing story of his canvas's character.
Best tattoo of the day for me goes to Anthony.
I'm gonna go with Anthony.
The judges have decided the best tattoo of the day goes to Anthony. Today, you were judged on creativity. Based on your work, one of you will be packing your machines. It's time to find out who the human canvas jury chose. Clean. You're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day.
I don't agree with that at all.
They just said overall I didn't look like a superhero. I was just shocked. I had no idea that I would end up being down here.
Was the jury voting based on the superhero aspect of this or the technical way in which the tattoo was applied into the skin?
Not the technicality, yeah, just overall the look.
The idea.
Yes. In my opinion, I think it does look like a superhero. I love it, man.
Jay, thank you so much for joining us.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thanks, buddy.
I tried to give him exactly what he wanted, so my guy's chasing the fame, being a lady killer. On Ashley's tattoos, I've seen nothing but technical flaws.
But I really followed the challenge and what was asked for as far as comic book characters.
You definitely hit the key points of the creativity.
Picasso can draw better than almost anybody I've seen or I know, but he's here because of the way that it lands in the skin. And there's just a vast divide between the two of you together and Clean.
I'm not gonna argue that.
He ain't going home, that's for damn sure. Not today.
I've been in my head this whole time. I let the get in my head and I'm blowing it.
Here's where I'm having a problem. The gems. Look at the trail that you have of red that runs right off the top like you just took a line and went, brrr. That is beyond nerves. You're tripping. You're freaking the out while you're tattooing.
I'm ready to get out of my head. I'm ready to stop trying to impress you with complicated drawings. I'm ready to tattoo.
All right, it's time to decide. Clean, you're not going anywhere today. This is between Picasso and Ashley.
From Ashley, we got 3 outings in the bottom. We have Picasso down here for the first time.
I'm actually pretty decided.
What are you thinking?
I see technical problems with both of them, but my vote's for Ashley. The judges have decided, Ashley, you do not have what it takes to be an ink master. Please pack your machines and close shop.
This pisses me off. Clean's tattoo is ugly. I was the most creative person in the house that thought out the box. They wanted a comic book. I gave them that. I gave them a superhero. And I'm going home and it's bull.